Lesson 30. Review. Lessons 19 to 27.
Welcome everyone. Today, unfortunately, is our last lesson. So we will review lessons 19 to 27. Let's learn some new vocabulary words first. Take a look at your screen. We learned the word recipe. The items you need for a recipe are called the ingredients. Next, a double-decker bus. A double-decker bus is a big bus with 2 floors. Next, the concierge. The concierge is a person in a hotel who helps the guests. She may help them find a restaurant or a museum. Okay, now let's begin with a quick review of the passive. First, some examples. Take a look. America was discovered by Columbus. That island was first settled by the Indians. Spanish food is loved by everyone, as Linda will tell us. American fast food is eaten by people everywhere. Okay, now remember, the passive is a verb or sentence which has as its subject the person or thing to which an action is being done. So it receives the action. Okay, let's look at some sentences that show us the difference between an active sentence and a passive sentence. Take a look. Active sentence. Columbus discovered America. Now in the passive sentence, the person receiving the action will now be the subject. So now, passive sentence, America was discovered by Columbus. Okay, now, the object in an active sentence becomes the subject in a passive sentence. So it gets turned around. In an active sentence, the focus is on the subject, but in a passive sentence, the focus is on the object. Okay, the form for all passive verbs is the verb to be plus the past participle. Okay, so be can be in any of its forms. So it can be am, is, are, was, or were. Okay, now by is used in some passive sentences, but it isn't always necessary to use by, only if it's necessary to know who is doing the action. Okay, please follow along on your screen. Simple present, the active sentence. For example, Norwegians eat a lot of fish. Passive sentence, a lot of fish is eaten by Norwegians. Okay, next example, simple past, active. People grew rice more than 1,000 years ago. Passive sentence, rice was grown more than 1,000 years ago. Now, a transitive verb is a verb that is followed by an object, and only transitive verbs can be used in the passive. So if a sentence does not have a transitive verb or an object, it cannot be used in a passive sentence. Now, an intransitive verb is a verb that is not followed by an object. These verbs cannot be used in the passive. Some examples of these intransitive verbs are to come, to go, to rain, to sit, or to sleep. To come, to go, to rain, to sit, and to sleep. All right, now we're ready to practice. Linda, what is an island?
An island is a small piece of land in ocean or sea. An island is surrounded by water.
Great. Now your second sentence is in the passive. Sylvia, what language do they speak in Mexico?
They speak Spanish. Spanish is spoken by all the people.
Very good. Alberto, who discovered the Fountain of Youth?
Ponce de Leon discovered the Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth was discovered by Ponce de Leon. I don't think he really found it. Did he?
No, he didn't. I would visit it if he did. Thank you, everyone. Now it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
The phonograph was invented by an American. The radio was invented by an Italian. Radioactivity was discovered by French scientists. Lacrosse was first played by the Indians.
Read and repeat.
Now, let's review some more. We will review some prepositions, we will review how to ask polite questions, and we will review indirect questions. First, let's look at some examples. Take the North Road to Naples. Do you know if the bus leaves from here? There are many hotels along the river. Would you help me find the schedule? Now, along, over, up, and down are prepositions used to show movement. Let's look at some examples. The boys walked up the street. Next, the girls walked down the street. The store is over that hill. The boys walked along the boardwalk. Okay, we can begin questions with would, could, can. These are ways to ask polite questions. And of course, you add please to make it even more polite. Let's look at some examples. Can you tell me where the bank is? Could you show me the way to the airport, please? Would you help me find the bus stop, please? These words can also be used to begin indirect questions. Take a look at these examples. Okay, a direct question. Where is the taxi station? Same question, but indirectly. Can you tell me where the taxi station is? Direct question.